Cool. Hi guys, this is another episode of Altura Realty Connect. I have Celestino Gonzalez. Thanks for joining us, man.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
absolutely. Anytime we can get into the heart of home warranty, I love it. I think it's the most valuable thing for agents to understand how it's important for clients. But you're home with HomeGuard Home Warranty, and how long you been there so far?
I've been there closing in on 10 months now. So it's
Nice.
been a journey. I love it. I love helping people save money, of course. And
Yeah.
we're in the business to help people.
Absolutely. Well, again, thank you for being here. And hey, 1 year in, you've already helped a crazy amount of people, man, and we've seen your market share grow. So look forward to seeing some bigger stuff. So the floor is yours. Let me know on the slides, and I'll let you take over.
Yeah, most definitely. So like Travis said, my name is Celestino Gonzalez with HomeGuard Home Warranty. Um, and today we're going to talk about home warranty plans and why is it important to have one as a homeowner. We have some great plans, great pricings as well too. And we'll go over the details here in a little bit. And we can go on to the next slide right now.
Cool.
Yeah.
Find a better way to do this here, so that way it's easier. There we
Yeah,
go. Go ahead.
yeah. Just a couple things that we're going to be covering over today that I'd like to kind of really pick out. Some really important things would be, of course, our discounts and rates, our new coverages, executive program. That's really great program that we have going on right now. Included coverages and plan options that we do have. So we'll move on to the next slide here, and we'll start going over some coverages here. So we do offer sellers coverage. So I feel like this is a really important coverage to have during the listing period. So it's the same thing as a buyer's policy. It's just during the sellers. It's just during the listing basically. And we do have two separate coverages and two separate prices as well too. So one of our coverages is the standard plan. That one's at $1.07 per day for your single family home. This one doesn't include the AC. If you want to go ahead and get that added on, your best option would be the Advantage plan for $1.44 a day for your single family home, which would include the AC. We do offer coverage, seller's coverage also for condos, townhomes, and mobile homes also. So your typical standard plan there would be at 91 cents per day, and the Advantage plan would be $1.25 a day. So when you go ahead and purchase this plan, when you're ready to make a service, you do have to pay your $85 deductible for your service. But then of course you're covered during the listing period. So it's a really great way to save money and of course save you a lot of time as well too. Moving on to our next coverages here on the next slide.
Do you mind if I interject with a question real quick?
Most definitely.
So on the seller's coverage, right? So I'm thinking from the perspective of a real estate agent. So if a real estate agent has, and they're telling their seller, a listing agent, right? They're telling their seller, get this coverage. Here's why it's important. Okay, I know what it covers, but if let's say they're in escrow and all of a sudden they thought the HVAC was working great and it doesn't, right? Because something needs to be serviced. So would this in this scenario be covered under something like this?
So the great thing about this seller's coverage is that you're basically covered during the listing period. So when you go into the escrow, you've already been covered during the whole time that you were on the market, right? So yeah, of course. So if of course one of the things that you're always going to hear with every home warranty is it has to be done due to normal wear and tear for a certain item or a part or even major system or appliances of your home to be covered, right? So it has to be due to normal wear and tear, and there has to be no secondary damages. I can touch up a little bit of what secondary damage is. So basically what a secondary damage is basically, something that wasn't due to normal wear and tear, obviously. So let's say, for an example, if there's a plumbing leak that happened, but the reason why there was a plumbing leak was because maybe you damaged the pipes or there was a leak because something that you caused then, or natural disaster caused. That's going to be secondary damage. And then of course moving on to our normal wear and tear. So that's what you're going to hear with every single home warranty, is that it has to be due to normal wear and tear, and if it fits in those aspects, then of course it would be covered.
So yeah, so like they're gonna have their hazard insurance cover if someone goes in there and breaks something, but normal wear and tear, if something popped up, then you could be covered.
Correct.
Okay.
That's correct.
Cool. Thanks, man, for answering that.
Yeah, most definitely. So just to touch bases on a couple, rates and discounts that we do have, I won't go over the whole list, but just to kind of give you a good perspective, we do have 5 plans to choose from. Like I said earlier, we do have condos, we do cover condos, townhomes, manufactured homes. Those pricings do start at 330. And then for the single family homes, those start at 390. We do also offer 2-year plans as well too. So in addition to that, we do have optional coverages where you can add for 2 whole years, which would be kitchen, refrigerator, washer, and dryer, just to name a few. And then, of course, going on to our discounts here. So anytime we can basically help out your clients, save some money, here and there, it's always great, right? Anytime you can get a discount. So basically, you can get a $25 discount for if you're a military member or first responder, and then you can get additional $25 discount for home inspections. So basically, in order to get those, basically qualify for those, you just have to send your ID if you're a VA or first responder. And then for your home inspection, I'm not expecting you to send the 100-page home inspection. No, you just send the front cover and we'll automatically dock off that extra $25 discount for you. So it'll total up to a total of $50 there.
I know that. That's a cool little bonus. So scenario for realtors to know, right? For their clients. Buyer is in contract. They did a home inspection. They're getting your guys' service for your warranty. They would get $25 for just having an inspection done.
Correct. That's correct.
Cool. Awesome. And obviously I get the military and first responder. That's a great bonus as well. Cool.
Was that
the next one?
Yes.
Cool.
So we do have some exclusives that I'm going to touch, just a quick basis on these. I kind of explained some earlier. So one of, something that's included in all of our plans are subterranean termite treatment. The rekey is included. You do have pest control and limited roof leak coverage that's included for all of our buyer plans. We do have over 26 optional coverages. One of my favorites is that includes the $50 trade call fee. So you could basically buy down your $85 service call fee down to $50, right? And that's just one of our perks that we do offer for 20 out of the 26 optional coverages. And then of course we do have designated executive program. We're going to touch base on that later down the road, and that's just a great program to have. To be honest, it really is. And I'm break it down for you. On to our next slide here. So included coverages that we do have for our buyers, like I mentioned earlier, would be, your pests. You got the rekey coverage, which covers up to 6 existing locks, and you'll get a set of 4 keys. For your single family homes and manufactured homes, you do qualify for $1,500 for roof leak coverage. And then for your manufactured homes, you're covered up to $500. And then of course you do have the interior subterranean termite treatment as well too. How this works is basically the infestation has to be within the main foundation of the home and attached garage in order for a pest control, subterranean for the treatment to be basically applied there. So you get a professional to go out there, look at it, and we'll get you covered for that if it's within the foundation.
Pretty cool. Yeah.
So here, just to touch a little bit on this plan here. So we do have, normally when you're, with a lot of other home warranty plans, you do have, sometimes you get your basic plan, you get your moderate plan, and then you get your best plan. So this is one of our basic plans that we have here for our single family homes that is at $309. And then for your townhomes, mobile homes, and condos is at $330. So this one does not include the AC, but you do get the basic basic systems and appliances covered in this plan here. Such as your mini splits, oven, countertop. You still get that.
That's still a lot of stuff for $390. I mean, that's a pretty good price.
Yeah, of course. And then moving on to our next slide here, we'll go over to our to our Advantage plan here. So this is coverage that's going to get you a lot more options, right? So you do get 4 total upgrades with this plan that you didn't have with your standard plan. So this one does start at $525 for your single family homes. And if you want to include the washer, dryer, and kitchen refrigerator with this plan, it's at $620. For your condos, it's at $455. And of course, if you want to add that additional coverage of the appliances, is at $545. So you do get, like I was mentioning earlier, the 4 upgrades that you get is the AC. This one does include your AC. And then of course you do get some help on, if your AC is located on the top of the roof, then we have to get a crane involved, right? So that does cover, crane upgrade, certain permits, code upgrades, and repairs of code mods. And then you do get manufacturer warranty labor. So basically, if there's any covered items and systems still under manufacturer warranty, we as HomeGuard, we would actually pay up to $1,000 total for the labor relevant to the failure. And then, of course, your last and final upgrade that you do get is mismatch systems that's included in your plan as well. Yeah, then we'll move on to our most popular plan, right, is the total protection plan. This one is at $725 for your single family there. And if you want to add the kitchen, refrigerator, washer, and dryer, that's at $815. And then, of course, as you can see, you do get a lot more upgrades. You do get a lot more perks with this plan. This is the reason why it's our most popular plan there. It just kind of gives you a better peace of mind. So you do get additional stoppage coverages, plumbings, you get more on code modification, upgrades, heating systems, and then you do get that enhanced slab leak and external pipe leak coverage included with this plan, just to name a few. But like I said, this is one of the main reasons why this is our most popular plan, is for this same reason, that it includes a lot of more perks and it gives you a better peace of mind, to cover these systems and appliances in your home.
Yeah, that's super cool, man. And 9 huge upgrades. Walk me through just real quick, because I've seen the smart home, right? So that we're talking about like smart electronics that have to do with upgrading the house, right? Like if something fails, that could be covered. Or walk me through.
So smart home is basically, that's going to be something basically high-end technology, you can say, the best way I would be able to explain it.
That's what I was guessing. Yeah.
Correct. Yeah, so that's what that would be. Another coverage out of this one that I really like is actually you get an additional $250 increase limit coverage for any limits that you might have. So say, for instance, if just to say an example, right? So say earlier I was touching up basis on your roof leak coverage. You only get $1,500 worth of roof leak repair, right? You get an additional $250 on top of that.
Cool.
So any maximums that there is, you get an additional $250 on that.
That's huge. Yeah, that's huge. That's a good bonus.
Most definitely. Yeah, it's something to really rely on. And like I was saying earlier, we do have optional coverages, 26 to be exact. So this is just a great list to look at when you're purchasing a home warranty, just because as you can tell, you being a realtor yourself, not all homes are built the same, right? So some homes have swimming pools, some don't. And then of course there's extra perks that you can add on to your buyer's policy as well too. One of the few, being my most favorite ones, is actually the one on your top left corner there, the AC and heating pre-season tune-up. So basically you get a tune-up once in the spring to get your AC up and running, ready to go for the summer. And then you get another pre-season tune-up for your heater in the fall to get your heater up and running in the winter. So it's not the first time you turn it on and it doesn't work, right? So if there's any malfunctions at that point in time, then that can basically be, we can dispute that, really. So that's one of the reasons why it's really good to have that one. Is one of my favorites. And also as for a realtor, it actually gives them an opportunity to call their clients and let them know that they have this service and keep in contact with them. And if they like, they can even ask for referrals as well too, for for any future business that they may want, Yeah. And another one that I like to pick out of here is what I was mentioning earlier, was the the service call fee, right? So we our service call fee is at $85. So they do have the option to buy it down from $85 down to $50. So their next service would only be $50. So they're going to be saving a ton of money with this option that they have here. And if they have a swimming pool, they can add the swimming pool as well too. So
And
that's just
that's a huge one right there for sure.
most definitely, yes. And then moving on to our next slide here. We do have our executive program, the one that I really wanted to touch base on. So, you know, we honestly really believe in having the customer being fully satisfied. And one of the main things that happens when you're purchasing a home warranty, one of the major complaints, I guess you can say you get is that has to do due to is misunderstanding, right? So when you don't fully understand something you buy, you know, there can be a lot of miscommunication there, and then you get a lot of headaches, and of course it becomes a tough transaction, right? So this actually eliminates the headaches, it eliminates that process, and makes it a very smooth transaction, very smooth, you know, a very smooth transaction, like I was saying earlier. And what this does is basically once when the homeowner purchases a home warranty, our rep from our office would actually reach out to them and, you know, basically go over the whole policy for them, right? So if they have any questions on the service part or any questions on what's covered in their plan, they can ask at that point in time. But then, of course, our main goal here is to help them understand what's covered and not covered in their plan, really. And another great option that they do have at that point in time is that if they run across something that's not covered in their plan, they're more than welcome to upgrade as well too. So they're more than welcome to upgrade at this point in time as well. So this is really great program to register your clients into, and, you know, have them basically be well serviced.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Yeah, I mean, you guys, every time that I've gotten a policy with you, whether it be your guys' warranty or your NHD, it's been really prompt service and quick email, quick call. And I know that you're available to answer
Yes.
questions right on the go, which is a huge bonus. I mean, we don't see a lot of that. So yeah, thank you.
Yeah, most definitely. And then just to finish up a little bit here, I know you said that you had some questions for me, but, you know, I just kind of gathered together a couple things that are, you know, frequently asked from time to time. I did cover this part right here already of what is our service call fee. Our service call fee is at $85, but like I touched earlier, you can buy it down to $50, which will save you a ton of money
We're
on
seeing
that.
a standard of 102 in the industry across it. So you guys are beating them quite a bit. That's a great thing to know.
Yeah, we do have we do have affordable prices and plans. And like I said, the discounts, those are amazing. Anytime we can save people money here and there, it's always the best. It's a great feeling to,
Yeah.
you know, help save money. It really is. Another questions that we do get, I'll just read off the top of the bat here, is if a system is older or nearing its lifespan, would it be covered under the policy? So I guess you can say a short answer is yes, it will be covered. We honestly don't care how old the system or appliance is, just as long as it's in good working order, right? As long as it's working properly, it's doing its job, and there's no noises or smells, or, you know, it's, you know, malfunction with a couple parts here and there. It'll be covered as long as it's due to normal wear and tear. We honestly don't care about how old the appliance is, really. So that's a short answer there. Another questions that we do get asked also is, do you require a home inspection report? We don't. We don't require for you to have a home inspection report when filling out a service. You know, basically that's going to be up to the technician. So a lot of people say, if you don't require a home inspection, then how do you know if I'm going to be covered in the plan, or how do you know that it's not due to normal wear and tear? That's not really our job to do. Our job is basically just to rely on the vendor's opinion, on their professional opinion, right? Because they're the professionals. They're the ones out there working on, you know, plumbing leaks or whatever the case might be, AC units and all that kind of stuff, right? So that's their job. So their job, you know, they've been in the business for a long time. We hire very, you know, high level skills that they go out there and work on these kind of things from every single day. So we rely on them to give us their opinion on what it is, and then from there, if they tell us it's due to normal wear and tear and it's in your contract, then of course we'll come and we'll cover you for those specific items, of course.
Yeah.
But then again, something I ask is, why wouldn't you want a home inspection report, right? You want to know what's wrong with the home. You want to have a good idea of what you're getting into, really. And then, of course, on top of that, you get a $25 discount off. So I think that's just a plus there. But to answer that question, you don't need a home inspection report.
Yeah. Well, I got a question for you. So we hear a lot about the horror stories, and for realtors, if you don't have a horror story yet, you haven't been in the business long enough, where someone just says they don't want a home warranty, they get in there, they have issues right away that could have been solved with an $85 fee, right? So we already hear about those, but do you have any hero stories where you guys were able to take care of somebody that had an issue that was, they got their warranty, where you were able to save them a crazy amount of money?
Yes, actually, just talking about that. Piggyback writing on what you just said about someone that there was actually I had a client, I want to say maybe 2 weeks ago, I'm sorry, and it was on a weekend. It was on a weekend, and I didn't touch base on this, just to kind of touch base so that way you understand my story. So we do have another program where something that's called out of network, right? So we have an out of network program where if you as an agent prefer a vendor yourself, you can go ahead and use them, right? So as long as he's licensed and they keep in communication with us, we'll always approve it. We're very lenient on that kind of stuff because we want, like I said, 100% satisfaction on the clients. So going with that is we on the weekend, of course, I'm available to you at all times. And this agent called me, I want to say it was on a Saturday or Sunday. I think it was on a Saturday. And she was like, hey, you know what? Like, I think this might be an emergency. I reached out and, I know you told me about this out of network. I work with this plumber. Can I use them? And I said, yes, you can use them. Just go ahead and give us a call. Give our service department a call, and then they'll go ahead and as soon as they approve of it, then you're all go, right? You can go ahead and get this service. So I guess they were having a leak in their water heater that went through the wall into the kitchen, and it was like spilling all over the place. And so she said, hey, you know what? I need to get this done right away. So she gave her company a call and approved of it. And so I stayed in contact with her. I said, hey, you know what? I'm gonna stay in contact with you throughout the whole process, and make sure you have a smooth process. I want to make sure that if there's anything I can do, I'm here to help you out. And so we got a call back, and they said, hey, you know what? We got it approved. And so we were actually able to replace her water heater up to, it was, I think, I don't know the exact number, but I know it was about $2,500 that we were able to do the whole repairing and replacing and stuff like that. So that was one of the stories that I would never forget, just because of how they felt, because they were actually on the edge of whether they should go with it or not. And I spoke with this agent. I speak with this agent from time to time. And it was just we have a great relationship, and I tell her how important it is. And so she said, hey, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and run it by them. And I want to make sure that they get it because I know it's important. And so the good thing is that the clients end up getting it, and we were able to save them a ton of money on that one service alone. So I want to say that
you just hear a lot of the horror stories, but it's good to hear a hero story, man, because I think a lot of people, especially new realtors, and this is who I really want to understand how important this is for your clients and peace of mind and for your file. It's like at the end of the day, you don't want to have someone get in and close a house, be so happy, and didn't explain to them how important home warranty is, and then right after you're dealing with them being so frustrated, and it looks bad on you, it looks bad. Like, so I'm a huge believer in it. But we're kind of running short on time, man. I just want to say thank you so much. Where can people find you?
Yeah, most definitely. So they can either call me, email me, or text me. I think I might have it on one of these slides
I
here.
can add your stuff for you too at the end. Yeah, on the post.
Yeah, yeah, most definitely. I'm available on the weekends and after hours as well too for any home warranty questions they may have. So you can either call me, text me, or even email me as well too. Like I said, I'm here to help you out, and I'm here to, be a huge asset to your business. Really is. That's what I'm here for, to help you out and your clients.
Absolutely, man. Appreciate your time. Thanks so much, man.